Hi Peter, I'm just putting together a video on and uploading onto YouTube for ICAS3234B, care for computer hardware. Just a brief outline of the problem with the computer. My husband's computer, it's a dual core, probably a couple of years old now. I'll put all the specs on paper and email them to you. But the computer had been switching itself on and off, disconnecting from the network. I'd come home one day and the computer had turned itself on. I had run a number of tests, including seeing whether it was overheating. I ran that FIR test, where the graphics card has to render a furry object, and determined that the graphics card was operational. I tested a number of other components. I ran a diagnostic process on the hard drive, on the RAM, and through a series of testing all of the hardware components, I determined that the motherboard itself was faulty. And I proceeded through these videos to replace the motherboard, and I also replaced the RAM. After instructing my husband to contact World of Warcraft technical support, they indicated that the Windows diagnostic program for the RAM would not come up with errors because it wasn't taxing enough on the system as World of Warcraft was. And so far the system has been consistently stable and now operating since the 21st of January without any problems. So I was able to successfully care for the hardware, clean it out, take out all the dust using air spray, and yeah, thank you Peter. I've got the PC. I'm just going to remove all the stuff off the back, take out the motherboard, undo all this mess of cables, and I'll go get the new motherboard. It's me doing the work, just putting my face on the video. Here's the new motherboard. I'm going to be putting it on the mounting screws, cabling. Some more thermal paste for the CPU. There's a new motherboard. It's an ASUS. Hope it's good. I decided to go with a better quality one than the generic one that I was going to order. Plus with the floods, I thought I'd better get something local, and if something got shipped up then I wasn't sure when it was going to get here, so I got something local. Got my static strap connected. Now I'm just going to disconnect all of the cables. I've just disconnected the pins on the fan. I've disconnected the power supply to the fan. Pulling the power supply off. I mean the fan, Lori. here. Okay. Great. Just getting a plastic spoon and spreading that. I'll just put the thermal paste on there and spread it with a plastic spoon. I've disconnected all the cables and undone the screws. I'm now going to be removing the RAM, putting it in the new motherboard. RAM is both now installed in the blue sockets, which is for the DDR2 RAM. And now empty case. I've just put in the new back plate, move the old one, ready for the new motherboard. I've now put the expansion cards in, and I've connected the power to the motherboard. I'm just going to connect the rest of the cables.